It is now February 12th, 1943, and welcome back to another edition of Strategic Command World at War. And this is basically, it's not a question whether the Axis have won the war. That is clear at this point here. The question is whether I can conquer the entire world by like May 1947 when this is supposed to be over. So if you want to watch to the point my early Axis strategy that brought me to this point, make sure you watch the first few videos, and that's how you get into this situation here. So now basically I'm just mopping up the planet, conquering the nations that are still hostile to me, and my goal is to bring the entire planet under my benevolent rule. And since it's February 12, 1943, everybody's just freezing their balls off in Russia. And let's see where I was. Okay, Yugoslavia has joined. So I'm starting to upgrade and get these units ready. And what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to take out Greece. So basically all of Europe is under my command. Maybe I'll go after Sweden, Switzerland, Vichy France. But my main goal right now is to take out the Soviet Union and bring this war to a conclusion. And over here, Japan has already struck. And the previous turn, we already started attacking. So Japan has already struck and has captured Vladivostok. And let's see how the war against the Americas, the United States, is going. I have landed the unit, special force unit, to try to capture Darwin. I don't know. I know the Allies eventually the Americans are going to counterattack. I did capture Port Moresby, and I'm going to take Darwin, fortify these areas here in the Dutch East Indies, and then use some extra special force units to try to work down the island chain here and completely isolate Australia, and then start sending some units to invade Australia too. I don't know really what I'm going to do. I'm going to capture the other part of Hawaii and just hold off over here. I don't know what the United States is going to do. I may use the special forces, put some garrisons here, and move the special forces to start capturing all these islands here, maybe New Zealand, and completely isolate Australia. And I do want to either surround or not capture Canberra, because then it'll give me a decisive victory and end the game. And my goal is to conquer the entire world. So I have to play it that way. Let's see what's going on over here. Africa. Let's continue the road down to Salisbury. I think eventually I'm going to have to move up here, but my goal is to get Spain into the alliance, and then I'm going to use Spanish units to capture Dakar, Monrovia, and just amphibiously invade. This is why I'm also researching amphibious invasion technology for the Axis, because I'm going to need them to capture points in the Americas and in Africa. I'm going to move up here. Oh, sorry. Gosh, how many American soldiers have drowned in the Atlantic? I don't know. Anybody can figure that out. It's really sad. Let's do some minor repairs over here. Liverpool. Just keep on over here. I want to move this unit, transport, to Oslo, and then from Oslo, operate in order to capture Murmansk. Yeah, that should be enough, and I'm going to use this little army to march down towards over here and give the Soviets some serious problems. Why can't I attack? Okay. want the Finns to really do a job. Turks and the Finns are some of my favorites. I do love the Turks. I mean, I greatly admire them as soldiers. My father served in the Korean War, and he told me, early 50s, he told me that there was a small Turkish contingent that fought there, with the UN NATO forces or UN forces. And the Chinese and North Koreans were just absolutely terrified of the Turks. They, whenever they attacked, they would try to attack around them and all that. And whenever the Turks attacked, they just basically ran because the Turks are very good with the bayonets. They could cut you up real nicely. Yeah, very ferocious, awesome. I mean, even though they lost World War I and that, but I mean, their fighting abilities were just tremendous. Gallipoli. They held off, numerical odds even in the Middle East, even though their economy was bad, a lot of things. But as far as the Turkish soldiers, they're just always have been awesome. And let's see over here. What can I bomb? I think I need to get rid of Taganrog so I can open some supplies and then eventually deal a blow to Sevastopol. Well, that didn't do me any good. I just feel like this is a suicide attack over here. Maybe should have hit Krasnodar instead, but ouch, have no supplies. Let's reinforce this one. See, the thing is, even when I'm sending these units, the Soviets are forced to divert units to defend and thus take away units from the main front. Okay, we'll have to move this one over here temporarily, and you go over here so you can sail back. Transport. I'm going to find other uses. I think I'm going to move them to America eventually. I'm going to move them in a city because supposedly supplies are much better in cities. Headquarters are much better in cities, but I want to get the Romanian down here. Let's move the plane. Move the fighter over here. I want to bring this one down so to assault Sevastopol. Keep the Romanians together. It's always best to keep the armies together. That didn't do any good. Just winter fighting is just terrible. Gonna reinforce this one. Yeah, it's only to 6, but yeah, I should have attacked that with the I'm doing a gamble here. Oh, good. I can now move. Okay, that's all the ports in the Black Sea except Sevastopol have been captured. Gotta reinforce that one, and then I'm going to start using the Romanian units to assault Sevastopol with help of the Luftwaffe. Good. This one's blockaded, and I'm going to use You go to my cop. Maybe the weather will be not so bad, and then I can bomb. That Soviet light cruiser will be bombed. Yeah. I think this is crucial. This is all they got is air units there. Stalingrad is almost open here. This is an opportunity. I need more tanks. Get to 8. I need more Panzer. Let's move on to Voronezh. Let's push. Let's push that front. See if I can capture Orel. Ah, she's... Gotcha! Orel has fallen. Let's get down here, put the pressure on right here. Keep this one going along. Partisan over here. Partisan in Kharkov. This is going to be completely surrounded down here. It already, pretty much already is. Yeah, they can't. Yeah, the Turkish army is just going to come up here and just crush them. You got to go down here. This needs to be completely cut off. Get the Hungarian headquarters up here. I'll be able to ferry some units up here to cover partisan hexes. There's Astrakhan. I mean, it is railroad. I mean, I should be getting some supplies, but the Italians are moving up, and maybe I can link with them here, so do have to replenish this Turkish tank unit, armor unit. All right, the pressure's on. I mean, you got air units guarding over here. Stalingrad is almost ready to fall. I just need to get these Turkish units up. Okay, these 3 are covered. Okay, from Poti. Okay, I should be able to move. Grozny's covered. I can keep one at my cop. All right, they're completely surrounded here. Let's see, Army Group Center. Okay, Orel has fallen. Voronezh is being approached. Let's check out their partisan hexes there, but if I can operate, even garrison units are good, you know, for defense. You know, if there's any little gaps or something like that, they'll hold. Let's just bring them. Okay, let's see. I need one over here near Orel. Tula will need one, so it wouldn't matter. To operate one close by, yeah. I mean, they hold gaps in case that tank unit, so nothing can get surrounded or destroyed. Now, to do the Battle of Bryansk. I've done everything over here. Wow, I got a lot of money to spend. Okay, Bryansk. Medium bombers. Strategic bombers. Let's attack it with everything. Italians just don't do too well. Now let's shift a little bit over here. Move this one to Kaluga. That worked. Is there anybody else that can come in? Yes. All right, let's put the pressure on. Vyazma. See, now I can move units and continue up Kaluga. Just take a couple cities at a time. Open the path, the railroads. And get those headquarters further up. Okay, all the partisans are positioned here. I do want to bring up the fighters closer. Okay, the bombers are already back here. And what to do over here? Fortunately, all the units are in the city, so I'm just going to stay there for now. You go to Veliki Luki. I just need more infantry units. I think they're coming, and I'm going to transport them. And just keep on pushing towards Moscow. Keep the Italian units. Let's do some research for what can Germany research more. I want to do more amphibious warfare. That's going to be important. Why not some advanced tanks? Advanced fighters? Ground attack weapons? I mean, we got plenty of money to spend. Production technology. Okay, maximum funding has been reached. And now for Italia, we got some units here. Okay, their maximum funding. Okay, I don't know what to do with Japan. I have to look at that. So, Narva. Ouch! Boom, 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 boom. Good shooting. I'm going to upgrade this unit and move it towards the Moscow front. Now this is kind of... just keep on assaulting that one, but I'm going to have to bring in some more May have to bring some more air in once these cities are taken. I may transfer them in just to reduce this, but I think it's going to be critical once I capture Murmansk. Then it's really going to get nasty up here for the Soviets. And okay, getting close. I do need some more units, but I think a huge attack's coming from the south here. This tank, these panzers, I mean, I'm going to have to replenish them. Let's put this panzer on a railroad track, just be better to supply later on. And that's pretty much yeah, there's a huge pocket going to be around Rostov. Let's just reinforce this. Yeah, this is bad. I mean, when you got to defend fortifications with air units, you're in trouble. And let's see, for Germany, got one more garrison to purchase. That means Italy can purchase one more. Let's see, Allies, purchase one from Finland. Let's build some armor for Hungary. That's pretty much done for Germany. I think I've done a lot already that I can. Italy. Let's give Italy some armies. And I think I've done everything I can for Germany. Gonna replenish a few units. Move this one up here and start the assault on Murmansk. Finland's holding out pretty well. I'm going to have to build more air units with the German income in the future to prepare for the war against the United States. And what do I do over here? Did I kindly neglect all this? I think the next turn I'm going to start declaring war against Nepal and Afghanistan. You know what? How much resistance is going to be, and then I'm going to go after Afghanistan. So it's time to move some units. This one's going to operate up here to cover partisans in Delhi. They're going to move back here. Yeah, there are no partisans that pop up anywhere else, I don't believe, but I'll just leave that one there. I don't think there's any reason why this air unit cannot start supporting air attacks over here, and Afghanistan will be next. Nepal, Afghanistan is going to be next, and I already did Africa. This is all done. Wait a minute. U.S. unit in Lusaka. any miracle that the Soviets can pull to just turn this thing around? I don't think so. I'm going to start planning this here. I do want my Special Forces units to start activating. Special Forces and Airborne are going to start moving towards the Americas. Then eventually I'm going to have to get to headquarters, but I got to take out the Soviet Union. That's got to go bye-bye. Take Moscow. These alternative capitals. Hopefully this is what I was hoping to approach with the Turks. I want to move them over here towards Astrakhan, Stalingrad, Kuibyshev, capture these alternatives. Perm, Kuibyshev, and then finally Moscow, and that should do it. Let's go to the Yamatos. What's Yamato doing? Let's reinforce these. It never hurts to get a little reinforcing going on. It is snowing, so can't use my air units. Let's move up here. And this one's completely out of supply. Wow. So that's all been taken. That's all done. All of northern China has been conquered, and it's just a matter of getting to Urumqi now. And let's see what else Japan can do over here. Ulaanbaatar. Move over here first. The Army of Mongolia. Continue moving here. Okay, we already moved these units up here already last episode. And Manchuria. Yeah, Soviets are taking a beating. And I'm going to be taking Mongolia. All right, this is all going to fall. This is all going to fall. And what do I have to do over here? Oh, I already captured Burma, so that's going to surrender, right? Right. If I have any fighters, sure. Let's move all the air units in that direction. Let's move you in this direction, and these units are going to start going towards down here. Can't move this air unit anywhere. Done every move with Darwin. Still, I know there's an American submarine out here somewhere. I'll let these American ports upgrade a little more. Okay, I do want to upgrade. Okay, all my submarines have been upgraded here, pretty much as strengthened. I mean strengthened as best as possible. I have to use my carriers to bomb Darwin and take that, so I'm gonna save that. Gotta keep them together here. I don't know where the Allied fleet is. I know they're somewhere probably off the coast in the Coral Sea. And no one's in Rabaul now, so I'll know soon. But destroyers, I think I have everything. Main goal is to finish off China, but I'm going to start attacking over here on this front too and see if I can find the Allied fleet. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything for this turn. Let's see what the AI does. Burma surrenders. Okay, this is everything. All right, all of Southeast Asia is gone. But there's still communism. Thought I took care of that. Okay, Italy's doing good with industrial technology. 1149, that's a lot of income. Japan's doing very well too. Well, there's only one little Chinese front left. Okay, see, that's the thing is, every city that Soviet Union loses is less supply. And that's the problem. Every city you lose, that's less income you receive. Less income and supply you receive every turn. And that's a dilemma. They keep on replenishing these weakened units in insignificant areas. You know, this is just a drain on their income. Hopefully next turn I can capture Ulaanbaatar, and then there goes Mongolia. I'll be able to attack those Ulan-Ude and Irkutsk, and thus cut off the entire Soviet Siberian army. Oops. That's no good. They're just so weakened. Are you trying to be funny here? I knew there was an armor unit. I mean, if their army units are in Siberia, that's great. That's easier for Germany to assault critical spots here. It's going to have to wait for the weather to get better and then just continue the attack. Just going to be a lot of units for China. But Murmansk falling is going to be very, very critical, and that's going to... It should already be bad that the Soviets have no oil. They lost their Caucasus oil, but losing Murmansk, I mean, that means no more money from the United States. Then I can move towards Archangel. Very little damage done. Yeah, they're losing convoy money. Of course, the more the merrier. start moving them to other places. Okay. Okay, I can 4. Okay. I believe I can take Darwin out. And eventually something's got to break. Wow. I already did this one, okay. Oh, I got one, good. Got another one. Go over here. Get as many as I can. Good. I got Darwin. Excellent. Let's just keep these carriers over here. And put this one over here. And I'm going to start moving. Okay, up the Kokoda Trail. This is the airborne unit. Yeah, that's fine. Because eventually I'm going to move army units in here. Let's move the maritime bomber closer to Australia. And now I want to see if they're going to react over here. Japan needs to move. Oh, I gotta wait. Okay, I gotta wait for the port to. Now I'm gonna send these units down to Australia. Yeah, I don't think I have to worry about any invasion here. Now that I took Darwin, this is devastating. Still don't know what the allies are, but got all of Southeast Asia. Oh, Lashio. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on here? Guess I'm going to have to send this unit. All right, what are we going to do over here? Diplomacy, Nepal. Declare war. That was difficult, wasn't it? Upgrade the Panzer. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but get ready for Afghanistan. Okay, Okay, Nepal's gone. Get ready for the Afghan campaign. And let's see what else Japan can do here. There's no sight of the American fleet or their carriers or anything. This is baffling me. I'm getting stumped here. Gonna invade the other Hawaii. Okay, there's a Marine division. Keep the submarines out in this direction. I don't know where they're at. Start hunting. Because they need to scout. Eventually I'm going to start moving the fleet to capture Rabaul. This is going to be a little tricky. Well, the unit in Khabarovsk has been eliminated. There goes a Soviet Army unit. That's a partisan hex. So that means I have to move one up to Manchuria. Let's see, do the Soviets have partisan activity in, yeah, Irkutsk does. Okay, I can operate one unit over here. And let's see if I can take Ulaanbaatar. Not quite yet. Now this one's going to be out of supply. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take that one. But no problem. Just bring more units. They'll fall next turn. Now this mess in China. Well, how many interceptors do they have? Let's do a little shifting here. A little shifting over here. Got another unit eliminated. Maybe I'll have to pull back or pull somebody in, but it's going to be a weaker unit. That's very good. What am I doing? No, I don't want to do that. He's going to be pulled back for other duties. This can be upgraded. Get back to railroad hexes. And I know the supply situations are not great, but I got to do something here. Get all these air units up here. Just gang up on the Chinese and just do as much damage as possible, I think of. Let's reinforce these fighters where I will be able to bring them to other fronts. And the war in Siberia is going very well. Soviets under pressure from that direction too. And then let's see. Everything is good here. Darwin's been captured. I like that. I'm going to capture the rest of the Hawaiian Islands. And let's check out Africa. Almost in Salisbury. I want to reinforce this unit. And I don't know how far it's going to go to south of Cape Town. But I'm also going to attack Mozambique, I believe, with the Italians. And let's take a look at the diplomacy. How many, if does Germany have any chits? Yes, we do. Spain. Does Italy have any chits? Yes, it does. So let's spend on Spain. Japan? Yeah, but Japan can't do anything with Spain. And it doesn't really need to be wasting any. Sweden. Spain's the only one I need. I really don't need Sweden. I want to get Spain into the war. Sweden I can conquer. It's really useless at this point. And this is I'm gonna have to wait for the next turn. These guys are at 0. Stalingrad under siege. I can pretty much close everything off here. Oh, the Soviet fleet is gone. And Turkey can go towards the Atlantic, I guess. Okay, now for Sevastopol. Taganrog is cut off. There we go. Okay, the German front is moving up here. God, supply situation is just terrible. May as well occupy this and cut this pocket off completely. Where there goes Stalingrad. I think now the Turks will get some supply too. Yeah, this whole front's collapsing. See how easy it is to take Stalingrad. And now the Rostov pocket's going to be liquidated. This is good. This is good. They start bombing Sevastopol. That has to fall. Okay, Romanians go over here. Just keep on hitting that. Eventually it's got to go. Maybe I need to blockade something here. Okay, Turkey needs to... Let's reinforce this as best as I can. And I'm going to have to make some decisions. So, huge pocket in Rostov. I'm going to continue to advance towards Voronezh and Moscow. It's looking pretty good. And I'm going to continue on the Soviet front next episode, but this is a situation, huge pocket in the south near Rostov. Sevastopol's under siege. Stalingrad is about to fall. All these national morale industrial centers, the Italians are marching up through here. Just need to take all this here. This is going to be cut off, so the Turks, they're going to be getting supply. So this is looking really bad. The Soviets are losing the war very, very badly, and they're going to be surrendering real soon. Let's take care of this American one. Let's bring a battleship up. Uh-oh, what did I contact? A destroyer. What do we have here? I don't know. Where's my other battleships? Let's bring a cruiser. I'm going to bring my maritime bomber to Belfast. What can a destroyer do? Nothing. I waste my time. That was a bad move. Why am I doing this here? This is so stupid. There we go. Not paying attention here. And the U-boats continue. And where's the Italian battleship? Let's move that one up here. Yeah, I want to move the destroyers just in case there's some American battleships. Let's reinforce this battleship. I need to reinforce a few of these units here. Okay, the naval battle is pretty much done here right now, so I'm going to continue this in the next episode. And once again, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this.